Hey guys, and welcome on back to Building with Whip. Today, we're back to be doing some building in our Building with Whip series, so that is awesome. So, this over here has frustrated the heck out of me with how short this whole riverbed is and how unconnected it is, and we just kind of stopped it at the river. So today, our project to start is going to be getting this cliff actually built up, kind of going all the way around. I kind of want to follow like the edge right there, and then swoop in this way and kind of come across here and link up somewhere along this guy, because that's where the river goes to. Haven't really figured out where it's going to drop down yet, but we'll try and get the cliff in face there. So I have right here, I have 4 shulker boxes full of stones, and then we got 4 shulker boxes of dirt, and this one's just kind of miscellaneous materials for decorating the cliff edge. So we're going to be doing a lot more cliff building today. I feel like that's a lot of what we've been doing over in this area, but I think it's okay. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I want to go ahead first and do a little mini time lapse, getting rid of all these trees right here. So I will see you guys on the other side. Hey guys, and welcome on back. So all the trees are cleared out. I've done a little bit of work here, as what we're standing on is actually new. Moving down this direction, just kind of where it's all going to be going. Jump down here and show you guys. But yeah, so I went from there all the way out to there already. I just want to get a little bit of work done and kind of determine where the height's going to be sitting at. I do want to go ahead and mix up the height so it's not just a flat straight line going all the way across. So I just need to be working on that a little bit more. But we got this kind of difficult area right here where it was kind of like a flat, grassy dirt face, kind of similar to what we got going on in this area, but it was a little bit more extreme. So I decided to go ahead and just bring the stone all the way down in those areas. I think I'm going to continue that out. In areas like this where it's smoothed out going up to it, I think I'll leave those and just kind of maybe smooth them up a little bit higher and just add a little bit here and there. Then also these raised up areas, of course, we can go ahead. I'm thinking about adding like a caved in part of one of like the cliff faces, so it's like goes smooth dirt gravelly stuff all the way up to the top. I think that could be kind of cool to mix it up and add another way for us to get up to the top if we really need to in this area. Not that we're going to be looking at it from too much until we get to the city, which actually is going to be pretty freaking big going out all the way across there. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm thinking we're going to kick this guy into another time lapse. Bam, time lapse back to back. Yeah, so I will see you guys on the other side. Alright guys, so we got this actually filled out all the way out over to here. I gotta go ahead and put in a bunch of leaves and things like that and start working with the terrain. So I think what I'm gonna do here is just spend like another hour or two without time-lapse going, just kind of placing in some dirt, trying to fill this guy in, and then we'll come back in and add some more detail bits after that. I just want to kind of work on getting the shape of this guy smoothed out here a little bit. So let me go ahead and do that, and I will be back with you guys in a little while. So you know how I said I was going to be placing some dirt for a while? I placed some dirt for a while. We placed over 7,000 blocks of dirt, just kind of filling in this area, bringing it all back up here. It's all 2 layers, so it's easier to build on, and it's looking pretty freaking awesome, I gotta say. I have some plans for like the general shape of it. We're gonna do another cliff face over there and kind of bring that up to kind of match where that one is, making it look like the river kind of cut through a little canyon valley thing right there. And then we're gonna probably bring that area right there, bring it up and make a cool rolling hill, and then like have another one kind of come up through that area. And then a larger mound there on the end, kind of as it comes up towards the river, just so it looks more natural and all that stuff, and we get a cool slope going and all that. But I'm really, really happy with what's going on right here so far. We got a lot of dirt placed, and it's all turned into grass because I waited AFK for like another hour and a half. So it's been, I think it's been, let's see, from when we recorded that last clip, I think it's been, of me playing Minecraft, probably 5-6 hours of being logged into the world. And then it's the next day because I slept overnight, and like IRL night, not just Minecraft night. That'd be a long Minecraft day. But yeah, so what I wanted to bring you guys in for is we're gonna go ahead and start doing some dirt, or not dirt, we're done dirt placing. We're gonna do some leaf placing kind of along the edge here and making this a little bit more interesting than what it is, because right now it's a little boring looking. Or not boring looking, it's just kind of bland, and I want to add some stuff to it. So we got a lot of leaves, we got a lot of oak leaves, got a lot of grass that we can start bringing in here, kind of growing up like this. I made sure to go harvest. I think I used a full shear getting some grass because we were kind of out of it. We actually didn't have a whole lot of that stuff. So I wanted to go and fix that problem because we've been kind of operating off the grounds of just placing ferns on top of coarse dirt, and I want to fix that issue. Mostly what I want to do with this is kind of fill up these gray spaces right here that we have where it just doesn't look too great. I'm thinking right here we're going to bring this in together and probably come down here to the base, and yeah, we have a bunch of dirt. Cool, look at that. So I want to go ahead and kind of bring these extending down a little bit more. Can we bring you over to there and probably down like that? Maybe that might be a little weird. What if we brought you back in one? Yeah, I guess this is actually going to take me quite a while. I was like, you know, it's gonna be quick, and then I just kind of realized how large this thing actually is. Yeah, let's do something like that. Make them come back down together because they're going to connect at the top. So that would be kind of cool. Yeah, okay. And that dirt face sucks right there. Man, I got a lot of stuff to fix. And we got a lot of stuff to do in here. Let me go ahead and actually get all the leaves placed on here. And I'll be back with you guys because it's going to take me quite a while. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. All right, guys, welcome back. So we have leaves going all the way over here to the very end. Some are looking a little weird. Some we got to do a little bit extra work on. So what I want to do now, though, is come back in, and we're pretty much going to do these in a bunch of layers. So what I want to work on now is kind of extending this coarse dirt, coming back out from the edge there. So we kind of have that transition period of where the grass is in there. And then we have the grass going. And then after the grass, we filter the grass out into that coarse dirt, gravel, path block, grassy mix that we have going on over there. And I want to try and get like the base terrain coloring into this area. I don't want to do all the detail work like the trees and everything today, just because that sounds like a huge pain in the butt with how long or how much stuff we've already accomplished. I just don't really want to spend that much extra time on this video because it's already taken me, I think I'm like 8 hours into working in this video, and I think we're probably 6-8 minutes into the video right now, which is just a lot. There's a dog slurping some water up in the background, so sorry about that. But yeah, so you can see right here that we're just kind of dotting in these little areas. We're working on that transition, kind of smoothing it out here and making it not look like coarse dirt is only at the very edge. Maybe we, actually I don't want that right there. Maybe we go ahead and like do like this to kind of help break up that direct line we got going on there. The thing with, a lot of people ask me for like tips on how to build terrain and things like that, and all I gotta say is never have straight lines. Everything needs to be a diagonal, everything needs to be working in a gradient, smoothing it out. And like right up here, like that 5 blocks right there, that's probably the longest straight line I will ever make when making terrain. I will never do something more than 5 blocks, like knowingly. I might do it accidentally and be looking at it later and be like, wow, I need to fix that. How can I smooth out the terrain just in like another little way? Or if I'm like forced into a situation to do it. But for the most part, you just got to make it it has to be very varied. It's got to be a lot of variation to all this. I'm not really worrying about throwing these path block things in here, like you see me accidentally right click in there when trying to place it, because you know that's the life of having a shovel in your main hand when trying to do stuff with grass. But yeah, because we're going to be coming back into this area and doing a lot of extra work detailing this stuff out, and it's probably going to be those path blocks there anyways. As you can see here, we're almost done with this. Now we should probably be done. Let me finish this little bit up right here. All right, last little bits are in now, and let's go ahead and just take a little bit of a look at this. You can kind of see that extra, it's just looking a little bit more varied. Maybe we go ahead and land up on top of this spruce tree and we can actually see it a little bit better. So right there, and now we're down the tree. But yeah, you can see kind of like that little bit of a tapering effect going on right there as it smooths its way out. Now we can go ahead and kind of add in the next layer. Let me go ahead and kind of get the next little bit of stuff in here. I can show you guys real quick what we're going to be doing, but more or less we're just going to be coming in with our shovel, and I like to keep like 2-3 blocks of there, and then kind of some areas like smooth it in a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of our offhand so I don't accidentally place it and turn stuff into dirt. But like we have little areas where we bring it all the way down and kind of work it all the way coming back up, and we just add a lot of variation. That's the whole goal here, is just more and more variation. And as we kind of work more up this way, we're going to have less and less grass on the edge of this guy. It's going to turn more and more into this path block as we're trying to make this drier biome that we've been working on creating this whole time. So that's kind of the general idea right here. And then maybe in like these areas right here, we can go ahead and do a little bit of like a test plot, because it's been a while since we've done this together. I've mostly just kind of done it myself. We did a little bit of it last week, but recently it's been more me just kind of doing it. Let's go ahead and get that, and let's go ahead and get our coarse dirt. We got these extra things here just so we can have them to use later, but we can go ahead and add little bits of gravel in there, get a little bit of gray into this area, add some coarse dirt in there like that. I like doing the coarse dirt in a little bit more patches and the gravel and more like where it's like this, more alone bits, but underneath the bottom of that guy, we're going to be adding in little bits of gravel, just kind of as it transitioned from the crumbling stone face down into the dirt area. There would be little bits of stone here and there. Anyways, guys, that's enough of me blabbing with how we're going to do this for now. Let me go ahead and actually get it done, and then it'll make a lot more sense in the end. So I will see you guys in a little while again. All right, guys, welcome back. So we got a lot of stuff to show off here, and it's looking pretty freaking awesome. I'm really happy with how it's looking. As you can see, the terrain here is actually really cool. Let me go ahead and try and find a way for us to get up higher into the air. I haven't really wanted to add like a bunch of plants or anything yet into here, just because I don't know how many trees or things I want to be putting on, but I'm thinking we don't want to do trees everywhere, so it might be fine to do grass and stuff for now, because we could always take it out to put in a tree. That'd be much easier than taking a tree out, so we can go ahead and do that for now and just kind of fill in the trees as we want them. But yeah, check all this stuff out. You can see all the levels of detail. I tried making the patches a little bit smaller as you go up. It's a little busy right now, I will admit that. I'm trying to figure out ways of kind of working with that and moving it forwards, but that's just kind of stuff that we're going to be dealing with here. But you guys will see that I started adding in a lot more of these little rock structures, just adding more stone into the terrain, because I feel like we really need that as we're working up into a mountain region. I want to have a bunch of rocks and kind of things going around. I feel like it makes it a lot more realistic than just kind of these sloping hills that just ease their way up. I feel like those will get really boring really fast unless we go ahead and start adding in a bunch of rock faces. Originally, I had planned like 3 or 4 major ones in this area, and then I was like, that'll be enough. But I think maybe if I saw the full picture right here, I'd be able to see that more easily. But with where we're at right now, I can't really do that because of the whole, like, this is all open air right now. I don't really have a whole picture in my brain. So it's kind of something we're working with. I decided to not do this area besides adding in this base path block area here, because I don't know how I want to do the rest of this. I really don't have any idea about how I want to do the river here. So if you guys have ideas on what we can do there, that would be super freaking awesome. That would be really great. I'm thinking a waterfall for sure, or maybe we go ahead and do another river kind of dropping rapids area, kind of like what we did here, but a little bit more open up so you can actually see down into the area, because that's going to be a big river. This is meant to be like the small one. So I like this being pretty covered and kind of hard to see down into it, but I'm thinking we got to go ahead and actually have something a little bit bigger than that for the main river leading out of this area. So that's why I was thinking, like a waterfall, so the water would be more encouraged to go that way than filtering off through here. But yeah, that's a lot of stuff that's going on right now. There's a lot of updates for you guys right there. A lot of just kind of things going on. Let me go ahead and put some bushes and plants in this area, get some general looks going on for what's going to be like. I don't think we're going to do trees today. I just don't think it's in the time frame for how long we put on this episode. But let me go ahead and get like grass and ferns and stuff along the edge of this, and I'll be back with you guys. After many, many hours of work into a pretty short video, it looks like it's going to be, we now have all this area set up here. We got little bushes everywhere. We got grass, we got ferns, we got all that cool stuff. And I'm really excited to get to moving in, actually doing the rest of the decorating in this area. I don't want to put trees in quite yet until we go ahead and get the rest of this terrain actually put into here. That's why I've been only doing the trees in that area, guys, and that full unfinished area right over there, just as kind of forward knowledge. We're going to do them. It's just going to kind of come at a later point once we get everything else set up so that I don't have to take trees down and rebuild them. Anyways, I want to go to our commenter question of the day, which is from last Thursday's episode. And it's by Gianna Hogan, or Gianna, I don't know, Gianna, let's go with that. There's a trick by Wells Knight I saw with concrete powder where you put it through or on a fence or something with a piston or redstone, and Minecraft gravity makes it a height of a slab. Maybe that would work for gravel to use in the roads, from Gianna Hogan. Okay, so that actually is a thing. I've seen it a few times in different videos. We can actually test it right here. So pretty much you throw a fence down, you drop a piece of gravel, sand, concrete, powder, whatever it is, something affected by gravity, and you put it on top of a fence, and you can see it kind of shaking here because it's trying to do that. But if you log out and log back in, it'll go back to there and just not move at all. So it looks like that. But the thing is, you fall through them. So you can see right here, we're sitting on top of the fence. This is actually recognized not as a block. It's still in motion. It just hasn't been able to hit the ground yet. Then the interesting part on top of those is I do this a lot over in our nether area. In our nether hub, I can show you guys right now that I use a lot of concrete powder to do it there. And we've had a slight bit of a problem, not right now, but I attempted to upgrade like a world just to be able to test in 1.13. And I happened to run through the nether just because I was going from place to place. And it did not look very great because all of the floating stuff turned into sand. I'll show you guys real quick. All right, so for those of you who have not seen the nether hub before, this is it right here. It's very dark. It's kind of River Styx style feel to it. It's a little dark in here right now, so we're gonna go in this area that has some light to it. But you can see we're using concrete powder half slabs right here for the light gray, the black, and the gray, and all that stuff. Just getting a lot of texture variation in here because we're trying to use these slabs to make extra height levels and things like that while you're running around this area, so it's not just full block gaps and things like that. And if you look in this area over in the snapshot, you guys can do this in the world download because that's in there as well. But all of these little guys right here are sand. So all of the floating ones that you see, all the half slab ones, they're actually sand, and I got really, really bummed out by it. So I think we'll hold off on that for a while. We might do it again later after the snapshot, but the fact that I think every single update that changes how block generation works is going to turn those into sand, that really bums me out. So we might do that, we might not. That's kind of why I've held off on the nether hub, actually, is because I don't want to deal with all that stuff and having to rebuild it. I only want to have to build this guy once because it takes a long time to build. This whole section right here actually took me probably a good 40 minutes because it's so detailed. And I'm sure this is super dark for you guys. But anyways, guys, we're going to end the video off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed these episodes going on the custom train. Let me know what you guys like to be seeing in the future down in the comments below. Different projects, tasks, things like that we can be working on for our train here. That would be awesome. I will see you guys in the next episode. Hit that like button if you did enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.